There we go. Perfect. So, if everybody can get out their journal or their piece of paper and their pen, we're going to start by setting an intention for this practice. And if you're new to setting an intention, essentially it could be something as simple as I just want to relax, or I want to call in love, some self love, or I want to call in love of a partner. Um, you could draw a picture, however it comes out. Just take a couple minutes and really set an intention and put your heart and your mind into the way that you want this to go. Maybe like 10 more seconds. For those of you manifesting long ass lists. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to kick it back to Ash, who is going to walk you through some journaling prompts just to further dig into this process, and then we will get into our meditation. Ash?
Thanks. So formal. Kicking it back. Um, all right. So now that you have your intention is just so helpful to get clear on what you want to focus on for calling in love in your life. We're going to go just one layer deeper with journaling prompts. And I invite you to think about why you decided to show up here tonight and register for this and call in love. And there may be certain areas of your life you want to call in love. There may be a specific area you want to call in love, or maybe it's more self-love for yourself, or all of the above. But sometimes when we go into these deep meditative states where we can tap into our heart center, it's really helpful to understand the why behind calling in love and really opening yourself up to receive tonight. So I'm going to drop in a few questions to journal on, and maybe we'll take like 3 to 4 minutes of just alone time with your paper, pen, and journal. And the questions to journal on tonight, which I just dropped in the chat, are what area of your life could you use more love? How will calling in love positively affect your life? And how does it feel to be stepping into this new space of self love? And so I'll give a couple minutes. You can answer one, you can answer all of them, or you can just journal anything that comes up for you. maybe just finish your last thought here. Give it 30 more seconds.
And one last reminder to grab headphones.
And then when you're done with your journaling, you can just place your pen and journal off to the side. We're not, again, not going to do too much sharing, which we love to do at our Heal Good Collective events, but today it's just going to be about calling in love and receiving. So you can place your paper pen off to the side. I'm going to be guiding about 10 minutes of meditation to kick us off, and then hand it over to Lene for sound for about 20 minutes, and then I'll chime back in. So you'll be exactly where you are for the entire time. So get yourself really cozy and comfortable. You can stay seated if you want. You can lie down completely, cover your eyes, maybe grab a blanket or an extra layer. Oftentimes, when we get deeply relaxed and in a restorative practice, our body temperature can drop. So just grab all the little things you think you need: a pair of socks, a pillow, a cushion, blanket, whatever you need. So just take a few moments to get yourself set up here.
While you get set up, I can just explain sound meditation for anyone who has never tried it. Raise your hand if this is your first time trying a sound bath or sound journey. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
Christine.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good. So essentially, what I'm going to be doing is playing multiple instruments. I've got crystal singing bowls. I'm going to be drumming to our hearts. I'm going to be essentially using the vibration of these instruments to raise your vibration and to get you into a very meditative state. Sometimes you get tingly, sometimes you get chilly, sometimes you see colors. All of this is normal. The point is to just relax and allow yourself to have your experience and don't judge it. And that's it.
Yeah. Don't judge it piece. When I went to my first sound journey, I was like, what is that instrument? What is that sound? Like with one eye open, and I like didn't enjoy it at all. So I would say just let it be and be curious the whole time. Okay, so when you're settled into your space, just allow yourself to ride wherever you are. You can keep your screen on, you can turn your screen off. We're used to guiding to little black squares, so we won't be insulted. You can choose however you'd like to show up. And if you're in a safe enough space to close your eyes, allow your eyes to close. And if not, you can just softly gaze down. So there's not too much distraction around you. And we're going to take the first few moments to actually drop down into our heart center, which we're often not connected to. We're often in our heads, in our thinking, in our minds, and it takes a conscious effort to move into the heart, to let the heart lead. So let's take a nice big breath in here, breathe into the front of your heart center, and breathe out through the back of your heart. And just keep taking some big, expansive breaths like this, deeper than you would normally breathe. Feeling your chest rise and fall, your lungs expand and soften. Feeling a gentle heart opening. Maybe about a 4 count in and a 4 count out to find a really slow depth of breath. And just visualize your breath cleansing through your whole body and cleansing all around the heart, almost like you're dusting it off. And then just start to let your breath settle here, breathing as you naturally do, rhythmically, softly, without manipulating it. And knowing that throughout this whole practice tonight, your breath is your anchor point to come back to your heart back to your body when the mind gets lost in thought. So we're going to linger here for a few moments longer, right in your heart center. And as you land here in your heart center, just imagine every other part of the body starting to soften and loosen. Muscles of the face almost feel like they're melting. Floating the bottom jaw away from the top jaw. If there's any clenching in your teeth, sliding the shoulder blades down your spine so the shoulders feel heavy away from your neck. And loosening through all four limbs. And just imagine with each wave of breath that comes and goes, the heart center becomes brighter and brighter. Maybe even visualizing the color green radiating from you. And this bright light that radiates out of your heart center surrounds everything around you in an energy of loving kindness. Almost as if you become a magnet for calling in love rather than searching, forcing, reaching. It can flow towards you. And stay with your breath here. If the mind gets really distracted, just imagine riding each wave of breath as it lands, as it leaves. And then just noticing what it feels like to carry love, to call in love. Where does it land in your body? Do you notice a sensation, emotion? Just understanding what love even feels like so that we can call in more of it. And visualizing your body just becoming more and more relaxed as you settle into your heart space. Almost as if you're wrapping yourself in a warming embrace of loving kindness. And just allow the surface beneath you to support you and carry you so that you can become weightless, buoyant, as love often makes us feel. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. You can breathe out through the nose or sigh out through the mouth really long until there's no more exhale to release. So we're going to do two more like that. Big, full breath in. Last one. Start to listen to the sound of your breath. Just noticing maybe where your mind is, it coming back to your heart center, back to the awareness of your body and the space around you. Observing what it feels like to be in this energy of love. And if there are any differences or shifts in how you feel now, versus how you felt when you first landed in this call to love. Check in with your body, and whatever you notice, meet it with the deepest, most loving compassion. Notice your thoughts, whatever is arising in your mind. Meet it with gentleness. Notice your energy levels, however you're feeling in this moment. Know that that's okay. For these last few breaths, just imagine taking each inhale and exhale together with each beautiful human in this space, wherever in the world they are, all collectively calling in love together. And you can place your mind's attention back on your heart center, just where we started. Or if you feel called, maybe place your hands right onto your heart. And just spend a moment here with yourself, just being, not needing to do anything, take care of yourself in a certain way, be there for anyone. Just show up lovingly for yourself here. And then take your biggest, deepest breath yet, inhaling to the top of that inhalation. Let that breath go. Let it out. Let it go. Let it land. And we're going to take our time slowly coming back together. No rush at all. You can start with some gentle movement through your body. If you're lying down, maybe you just start by bending your knees or swaying your knees side to side. Remember that intention you set for yourself. Remember the gentleness we've created as you start to move your body. And as you land in a comfortable seat, fluttering your eyes back open, as we come together. Starting to see all the faces pop back in, which means you made it back. Sometimes we lose a person here or there. That's okay too. Or you can just leave your screen off, or you can stay asleep. The sound of our voices will still seep into your subconscious, I promise. Um, just really quickly, as a closing note, I just wanted to share that everyone has a different experience with these journeys and practices, and not to judge your experience, and um, let go of any expectations. I mean, you might call in the most incredible love the moment you get off this call, or it might take a little while. And I think the most important thing to remember is this healing continues to unfold. And it's subtle. It's often really subtle, and we don't even notice it. But behind the scenes, that call to love is moving. The energy is moving. So know that you are in that energy just from showing up here tonight.
Absolutely. And your vibrations, everything is raised right now. And I guess this is the perfect time since we now have you hypnotized
Mm.
to tell you some
We worked our
exciting
magic
news.
powers.
We wanted to tell you all some exciting news that we are doing our soft launch for our Healing Curious journey. It's a new program that we're putting on for anybody who is healing curious. You get one-on-one sessions with healers, guided meditations from Ash and I. We guide you along the way with different meetings, and it's a 3-month journey. Ash, do you want to add to that?
I'm going to drop in information in the chat, but I know after these journeys, like the mind is kind of foggy. So
Yeah.
I am sending a follow-up email, but we are offering everyone tonight 50% off of the journey. That's our gift to you. We want to serve all of you and anyone who's healing curious. We want to make it really accessible. So I'm going to drop this in. This is the link to our courses on our website. Again, I will follow up with this in an email, so don't worry about saving it unless you want to click into it. Heal Now is the code for your 50% off, but we do have a deadline for March 1st to sign up. Oh, you're welcome, Katie. I hope you joined. I will say with one condition, that's not the right word. One, I don't
Caveat?
know. Yeah, caveat. My brain is foggy. We are just launching this. This is our first program. So with the 50% off, we would ask two things. We would love your feedback. It would be so valuable if at the end of the program you could offer maybe a testimony or at least your feedback to us. And we ask for your patience. We are using Teachable as a platform. It is our first time. We are business owners. We are not techies. So we have put a lot of heart and time and soul into this, and think it's seamless, but there may be some kinks. So we just ask for your patience as we start to sort out the logistics.
And we have the most bomb ass set of healers ready to go and signed on for this. So I'm really excited for you to experience them. This is such a heart passionate project for both Ash and I. I'm so excited that we're finally getting it off the ground. So be our guinea pigs and
We
join
are
us.
guinea pigs. Allow the
We'll
healing
have
in.
you
This is
hypnotized.
not
Welcome.
for that. There's no condition that you have to be a healer by any means to go through this. This is for anyone who is curious about healing and wanting to try different modalities and ways of healing. And Katie, if you want to give a little wave, is an incredible oracle reader. She is one of our healers on our journey.
Yes.
So you may possibly see her face, but we do curate them individually. So you have, like Lene mentioned, a discovery call with myself or Lene, and then we choose the healers for you based on what kind of healing journey you want to go on. So yeah, that's that. It's 8:25 Eastern time. So there is a couple minutes left, and I just wanted to open up if anybody has questions, insights, thoughts, you want to share your prompts. That's what these last few minutes are for.
Yeah, or if you want to share your experience during the sound journey, I can maybe help explain some things.
Like why sometimes behind my belly button I feel like flutters and weird tingling sensations when Lene does the bowls. Am I the only one?
I see a question.
No,
Yeah,
you're
Nina.
not the only one.
Okay,
Nina
good, good.
too.
Do the bowls, do they hit certain chakras, each sound?
They
At first,
absolutely do. They
at first
absolutely.
it seemed that each sound hit a different place and opened up a different area, and then, of course, it started swirling around, which was lovely.
That's exactly what they do. Each note of each bowl is attuned to a different chakra in your body. We can go really into this. I'll try and keep it surface, but essentially, what I'm doing is I'm opening up your different chakras as I play these bowls, and then as I play multiple bowls, it makes sense why you kind of feel like, woo, everything is swirling and open. And then there are actually sets of bowls that play to your endocrine system, to your organs. So I can really get in there, and vibration heals. It's a beautiful thing. They blast kidney stones with vibration. So that's my one scientific fact about this. The rest is woo.
There's a
Anyone
good
else?
balance of science and woo. There's a question from Megan in the chat about why I brought the green light imagery to the heart center, and that's just involving the chakras. The color of the heart chakra is green, so sometimes it can be powerful to just get into that visualization of color. Is all that.
Mhm. Which is also why sometimes you see colors as I'm playing these bowls because there are colors associated with your chakras. So.
What are the different, like what's associated with like magentas and oranges and purples? Because they kept like waving in and waving out and almost like
Oh,
an ombre
nice.
effect. What's that all about,
So,
Lene?
so magenta and orange, I would say, or red and orange are your root and your sacral chakra. So your root chakra is your sexuality, your creativity. Your root chakra, which is down near your tailbone, is family, trauma, childhood, nostalgia. And then purple is actually your crown chakra. So you're really hitting those angels. When you open up your crown, anything is possible. So it sounds like you really were getting in there, Christine. That's great.
I don't think you can see the chat, Lene. Katie wants to
Oh, I
know about
can't.
her body twitching
Uh-huh.
involuntarily during the sound, like a shiver. Does that mean something?
Absolutely normal, first of all. It happens to some people, and then some people it doesn't. It certainly happens to me. I think part of that has to do with the trance state that you go into, because I'm getting you into a super deep theta meditative state. And that's why some people prefer sound over traditional meditation, because I'm actually helping you get to that state instead of you having to try to kick away your thoughts every 12 seconds. No offense, Ash, you do a great job. But I think part of that twitching is because you go into that theta state and you're kind of in between sleep or not. And then I experience full body chills. I mean, if we want to go there, like I really feel like sometimes angels come in. I feel all sorts of things. I can feel your heart when I'm playing. I can feel my heart when I'm playing. So yeah, it gets really exciting. Anyone else have questions?
We're
I
just
can't read, Ash. If you can
no,
read.
no questions, but feel free to just share your experience or anything that came up for you, because sometimes that resonates with people who are like, oh my God, that happened to me too.
I see Aaron wrote something, but I can't read that far, Ash. Can
Oh,
you?
I saw my guides the second you started with the chimes.
Oh yeah.
Aaron
So
saw
the
my guides.
the chimes are associated with angels. So it's an angelic sound, and there's actually a certain note that I play with my bowls that I also feel call in angels or higher beings, spirit. Anyone else?
And sometimes you'll like see images, and it's like a lot of times when I had like feelings and sensations pop in or images, I went into my logical mind to try to figure out like what it was or why it's there or what's this connected to. And sometimes it's not about that. It's just about the experience and being like, oh, the curiosity part, right? Oh, that just popped in. That's interesting.
Hmm.
And just using it as knowledge.
Absolutely. And when we raise our vibration, you can do that through listening to any kind of music or meditating or whatever. You're really opening yourself up to that manifestation of what you wrote down on the paper before we even got to this. So you're really getting your body and your psyche and your mind and your spirit to that place to be able to really receive and to create.
Yeah, keep revisiting your intention.
Yeah.
That's key with calling in love is the purpose behind the call.
Absolutely. I think that's it. Anyone else have any questions?
Thank you, guys. It was beautiful.
Yeah. So we'll send a follow-up email with all the information about the program, and you know where to find us, and hope to see you at another group soon, or another event
See you
soon.
on Tuesday. We're having Heal Good Group on
Yeah, that's an
Tuesday,
intimate, nice group if you're free Tuesday
where
night.
you can actually talk to us and
Oh, good, Elizabeth, you felt peace. It was great.
oh, good, good. Wonderful. Thank you all
Hi,
so much.
everyone.
So grateful that you
Lots of love.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you.
Bye.
Mwah.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, Mama.
Oh, and then there were four.
You're on mute. Stop recording.
Yeah, I got it.